Well, hey team, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Landlord Super. So, I gave it a quick Google, and apparently, I think you need to screw it into the floor. Tighten. That's what they said. Oh, look, it's got screws there. I just couldn't see them. Ah. Alright. Do you reckon it's got screws at the back as well? It does too, I just can't see them. Oh, that is crap. Where'd it go? Can I screw from the other side? You're killing me, game. I'm out of calories, that's why I'm not moving very fast. It's alright. You know what we do when we run out of calories. Little pick me up. Oops. Oh, fair enough. Oh, I can just pick it up, can I? Alright. Oh, oh, look at this. Who's gonna get his arm in there to screw that down, you know? Oy, oh my goodness. Build task complete. Got 70 calories in me tum-tum. Let's go talk to Big Jimmy. Fueled entirely on beer, like any proper tradie. What's going on with me fingertips there? Am I getting gangrene? Oh god, I hope not. Alright, Jimmy! What do you reckon next, mate? Moving on furniture in now. Yeah. They don't have a table to serve on. That's true. Is it really going to be like this? Just drip feeding one thing at a time? 5:30. Oh, can I sign off? I can't remember if I'm signed on or not. I can't remember. It's not really that important, that good. So what can we do? I've still got some calories in the tank a little bit. I might, while there's daylight, I might actually just do a scrap run, right? Buying all this furniture is going to be a pain. Now we're starting to get into the part of the game that I'm less excited about, right? The sort of cosmetic component. You know me, I'm functional, I'm objective-based. There's my shovel. What's this? Oh, it's a tree stump. So, yeah, I just... God. God, that's big. Oh, perfect. Really? Nice. That's how we do it. Good, good, good. Yeah, good. Said no one ever. Alright, perfect. Can't see anything, but that's fine. Let's get this stump in there first. Alright. Alright, that'll do me. Oh, the rains. I was worried that we weren't getting any more. Alright, 100%. 100% energy. Yeah. 75 kilos. Maybe 75 is the magic number, or sub 80. Not clear. Not sure. Is that snow? I guess it's winter. Ooh. Nah, get out of here. Losers. IKEA. Yep. Call us for free delivery now. Wonderful. Already figured that out. Oh, wow. Look at this. Fantastic. Alright, I need a feed because I can't sprint. Ah, this is pretty wild. What do you got for me, love? Chicken mushroom pie with chips. I don't think I've had the mushy peas in a while. Let's do that. I'm not against a bit of a mushy pea situation. Alright, well, there you go. 940 calories. I wonder if all of those meals are pretty much the same. I do wonder. Okay, so table. 14 pound. Let's investigate. Kitchen and dining. Tables and chairs. Table small, 10 pound, easy. Green, love it. Very stylish. 6 pound for, well look, he didn't mention a chair, right? He didn't mention a chair, which means that they don't need a chair. Nice. What is going on with those tiles up there? See what I mean? If I flip it. No, okay. Okay. You're just gonna look like that. I see. I see how it is. Oh my goodness. Probably don't leave your wheelbarrow under the truck, mate. Alright, table time. Thanks, lad.
Yeah.
Very good. Champion. Okay. Table time. Oh yeah, put it in here, little kitchenette. Nice. I mean, I could show initiative, but I'm also enjoying just following the bouncing ball and letting Jimmy tell me how it is. So I think we will do that. We will stay the course. Persevere. He's such a piss wreck. Alright. Focus on moving furniture. Table without a chair. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Am I signed on?
Yep.
I need to sign on.
Yep.
Alright. $6 for a chair, wasn't it? Thereabouts. Oh, here we go. Look at this. There's crap everywhere around here. Mate, Bonza. Making bank now. Hello?
Aye.
How much for this then?
Aye.
Give us something.
Aye.
$1.50. Yeah. Yeah. £6.19. Okay. Can I... So I think I can only order the furniture on the phone. He doesn't seem to have a second book. Unless somehow it's in the tool shop? No. Okay. Okay. Back we go. Jeez, the back and forth is getting a little old. Here you go, I'll take a can with me. Try not to go empty-handed. Jesus, snow is oppressive. Don't really get snow where I am. It's kind of cool to see. Alright. Give me a chair. Green chair, please. Probably keep the door closed. So, yeah, because I think you do more than one property. I think that's how this game works. In which case it's like, do we build from scratch at some point? That'd be pretty wild. Or is it always based on a fixer-upper? And then what happens to all my extra work gear? Do I... Anyway, I'm sure the game has answers to this. Hang on, what am I doing? I need to unload my chair. Hey, buddy. All done. Alright. Can I tuck it under? No. One tuck, one no tuck. Alright. Back into town. Back and forth and back we go. But it'll be good to have a checklist. You know, I'll just have to remember stove, table, chair. There's going to be a specific sort of running order from Jimmy. You know, as to what makes a house livable. Can you help me out? Focus on moving furniture. Place to store my china. You should fit a cabinet. Okay, I guess I can do that. Oh! Guess he's going inside. Right. Cabinet, you say? How much should I get for this scrap? $1.50, not bad. Bring that with me. Yeah. So the game's not falling apart, but the rhythm has an issue going into this, right? The fact that he's gonna, what he should be doing is giving me a whole laundry list of things that I can grab, as opposed, like, there's no way that there aren't other people that play this game just the way that I'm playing it. Like, I'm not the only person that does this, where I'm more objective based than creative based. And so I'm sure people that get to this point that aren't me are probably doing exactly this, back and forth to Jimmy, just to find out what the next minimum requirement is. Now, he said cabinets, cabinet with drawer, utility frame. I mean, he said cabinet, so we'll get a cabinet. £12. £12. I'm signed on. Let's finish behind Tamsin's lot. There's a stump back there. Where'd I leave me shovel? There's a stump over here. Honestly, might be better off just carrying the bloody thing. You know, for all the messing around it does in your wheelbarrow. Do I even get much for this thing? £2. £2. It adds up. It all adds up. Yeah, so I'm making a lot of assumptions. But a part of me is like, geez, the sooner I can rent this property, hypothetically, the sooner I could have passive income. Because the best passive income I can do now is the dole, which is $4, which is not really getting me anywhere. What's the other one that I really want to play is Hotel Renovator. We had a look at that because that came out of Focus, right? And while Focus isn't AAA, they're still a pretty high-profile AA publishing house. They'd be one. I'll say it. They're probably one of my favorites. I enjoy working with them. They do a lot of really cool stuff. New Aliens game coming out. It's come through them. I've had a pretty good working relationship with them over the past few years. I mean, you know, I've got my biases. I confess, but generally speaking, I've enjoyed a lot of what they do. And they did that Hotel Renovator game, which is essentially their take on a Renovator game, which is cool because, generally speaking, the Renovator market is... it's all that Playway essay stuff, which I still find very difficult to shovel through and find the gems. So when you have... and I know people don't like the larger corporate... it's more AAA, but you know, the big gaming. What is this? What have I just picked up here? White dog fowl. Oh my god, it's poo. It's dog poo. It's white dog poo. Okay, well, whatever. It makes me pay attention when a... and I can see a cynical person. Here's another example, right? Power Wash Simulator, though ultimately kind of original. I wonder if there's any heavier stuff down here. There absolutely is. A scrap metal. Power Wash Simulator is a very indie feeling game. Wait, this is a perfectly good furniture. I'm keeping that for my house because I might need a TV. But that was made by Square Enix. A lot of people don't know. A lot of the AAA companies actually have these sort of secretive, smaller indie branches. Like, I'm not sure Ubisoft has one. EA does, I think. I don't mean secretive, that sounds malicious. But, you know, they do occasionally... No, EA does. They occasionally just slip out little indie games, but they do no fanfare, no marketing, no nothing. So it's sort of like they put allocated funds to the indie project. This is all me just assuming. And then they just put it out there and see what happens. So it's kind of cool to see that you're never going to see AAA games fully embrace the indie spirit and return to, you know... I use EA games as an example. When Dead Space and Mirror's Edge both came out in the same year. Big, risky, original IPs. It's too dangerous for a AAA company. They're basically blue-chip money machines that a lot of people rely on. It's just not financially... or fiscally responsible even. I'm not trying to run interference for big gaming, for AAA gaming, but there's a lot of reasons why they probably can't even legally afford to take a risk as big as what people really want. So what's the next best thing? Well, you probably have a very, very low funded indie arm with no marketing budget, because marketing's a huge part of the budget for entertainment, and then you probably just slip little releases out here and there. Anyway, so this is all just speculation. What's my point? This started when I mentioned Hotel Renovator. My point is when a larger gaming company lifts up their head and looks and goes, "Ooh, that's an interesting thing that indie games are doing. We're going to do it at the AAA level." Oh, here's another example: is the new Marathon game that's just been announced. Granted, that's an old Bungie IP, but a lot of people haven't looked beyond the trailer. That's an extraction shooter. So Tarkov, which is very indie, you know, Russian indie, and it's got a lot of money behind it, but it's still indie, pioneered the extraction shooter. And now you've had like the Battlefield Warzones sort of copy it with tacked on modes. But Bungie, arguably, the best shooter, the best guys that can make shooters functionally in the business. Like, whether you like Destiny or not, you can't deny that its controls, its shooting mechanics are so good. Like, it's really, really tight. They're the best at that. So you've got the best AAA shooter mechanical developers, and they're now doing an indie genre in extraction shooter. Anyway, so that's another good example, I think. Oh, I forgot about all this. And so the whole reason I started this is because I thought to myself, I would like to play the Hotel Renovator game, specifically because it's a deep indie concept that a larger company like Focus has jumped on. So that's one of my sort of personal little niches that I find interesting. It's when you take indie concepts picked up by double the AAA larger dev houses. Because to me, that's what that sounds like. Because I will forever find the behind-the-scenes management and publishing side of the gaming industry really interesting. Obviously, I'm a bit closer to it than most because I deal with publishers and PR firms and all that on the back end a lot. But I just find that part of the industry really fascinating. Arguably even more fascinating than the creative side, because I'm not a creative. In fact, like, my first real career was in sales. You could probably assume I'm a ruthless salesman when I want to be. I have some moral conflicts with sales these days, but especially when I was younger, oh my god, I could sell you anything. So I find the money and the taste making on the back end to be really fascinating, which you could, if you followed my channel for any length of time, you would have figured that out. Because, you know, I clearly dislike creative people generally. Like, I have a deep respect for the arts. I truly like, and I understand it because it's something that's not within my wheelhouse. In that I deal in math and numbers. That's how I think. And so I recognize that there is a place for the artiste, and there's a certain mind that is required for it. But at the same time, that kind of, how do I put this gently? That kind of mindset, that kind of way of looking at the world tends to attract lazy, dramatic, self-centered people. Like, I don't know, you can choose your words that are less offensive, but that's kind of the point, actually, exactly, is these people that get offended by everything. Whereas I find that people that lean more towards math and that sort of thing are probably a little bit more... Well, it's not even necessarily math, but more of a hard-working labour mindset. Anyway, this has turned into a huge philosophical thing. But my point is, I recognise that you need these creative dudes that take themselves far too seriously, and they'll sit there with their mocha frappuccino going on about, oh, but what is the hidden meaning behind the game, and what are we trying to say when we make every chair the colour red? You know, what's the message behind it? And while I hate it, I get that it's sort of important, but what's more interesting to me, and arguably more important for me, I'll just see if there's any more junk before I move off, is the guy that can come along, the guy with business acumen, with the money, with the connections, with the know-how, that can look at that and go, right, this game's going to be an absolute hit because, you know, of reasons, and then being able to market it and get it out there and put it to the people. I find that part more interesting. In another life, I should have been a game publisher, but I can't stand the games industry, so... God damn, come on. That'll do. I wouldn't survive, to be honest. I'm not modern enough. But I don't know. We'll see. You gotta remember, I deal with the buffer between the company. Like, a lot of the time I deal with their community manager or their PR front end and that sort of stuff. And often these are enthusiastic people that are more... They're more artistically inclined than me. Is probably one way to put it. You know, the community managers, that sort of thing. So the guy that I would probably want to be is not the guy that I get to talk to often. Does that make sense? If I was in industry. Anyway, that sort of got it way off the rails, but it was just interesting. So what's the point? What's the takeaway? That I want to play Hotel Renovator. That was the only thing. They put that in comment and remind me to do it. And if you're a community manager or you're an artistic type, don't take it personally. I think if people can go, hey, like if you want to honestly understand what I'm talking about, like I'm just trying to wax conceptual. I'm talking about ideas. It's never targeted or personal. And I think most people with any sort of grasp of the real world recognize that you have generally softer, more artistic people over on this side, and then you have more grounded, focused, work you know, the guys that you get on the tools as opposed to trying to innovate. It's clear that there's two types of brain, and they're both important. Anyway, I've dug myself into a hole, so I think maybe I'll just wrap it up there. Team, thanks again for joining me. Much as ever there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.